So the problem I'm faced with at the moment that I wanted to share with you so you can kind of climb inside my head and appreciate and understand the kind of questions that I'm asking myself about how to proceed. I shared yesterday on my stories the sample that I received from the manufacturer, which looks like this. It's a kind of standard mould. Everybody agreed that my existing mould is obviously much more attractive. It's different, and I feel that you get different kind of levels of texture and crunch with this mould because it's not just standard kind of squares that break off. It's all different pyramid shapes. So you might get like a different amount of crisps, a different amount of chocolate with that mould. However, the problem I have is that the manufacturer would need around 500 moulds to produce the quantity that I need, and that's going to cost me around £2,000 on top of the manufacturer price. So it's not really money that I have really at the moment to spend, and I don't feel like it's the most important part of this process. I do appreciate it's important. It's the reason why I chose that mould in the first place, because it was different and it was unusual, and I knew it would give the consumer a different mouthfeel. But I do think that getting the taste right is the most important thing right now. So that brings me on to my second dilemma, and that is because I've created something that's so unique, and because I hand make it, I can kind of, I choose how many crisps go in the chocolate, and the way I layer it means that the crisps are, they're like a clear separation between the crisps and the chocolate. Now, the manufacturer one is really close. It's not 100%. I will be completely honest and transparent. It's not 100%, but it's really close. I'd put it at about 90%. The flavour I actually think is better in the manufactured one. And I think the crunch you get is really good in this. The only negative is that there isn't a clear separation between the crisps and the chocolate. I just don't think that's going to be possible for me to achieve in a factory setting. I have to kind of let that go. Now, I think anyone that's tried the original bar, if they then get this, I think obviously the shape will be a slight disappointment, but it won't really affect anything too much. And they'll be really happy with the flavour. I just think that they will obviously notice that there's not that separation between the crisps and the chocolate. I think if this is your first time trying the bar of crisps, I think you'd be really, really happy, and I definitely think you'd repeat buy. This is a really, really good chocolate. So that's the kind of dilemma that I'm at. I think my existing customers will be happy, and I think that they still will repeat buy. I do think there'll just be a slight disappointment, and that's what's really hard to get out of my brain. If you're a new consumer, I think you'll be over the moon, 100%. You'll love it and you'll come back. But obviously my loyalty is to my existing customers. So these are my thoughts. This is what I'm trying to process at the moment. I've asked the manufacturer to explain the process more to me. They've explained it already, but just in more detail to know, am I ever going to get a clear separation between chocolate and crisps, ever, with any factory? If I'm not, I just have to let that go and accept that this is going to be the new bar of crisps. Again, eventually the mould will be my original one when I get a listing that's enough volume for me to justify spending £2,000 on moulds. That is 100% what I'm going to do. All your feedback, kind of solidified that for me, that is the right thing for me to do. But at the moment, this is looking like this might be the new bar of crisps. It's quite exciting. Honestly, the flavour and the taste is really, really good. So yeah. So after trying all three from the manufacturer, I actually think honestly that they're better than mine, and this is the reason why. Because they're measuring out the chocolate and the crisps, I don't measure, I just pour and do it by eye. But because they have to get it to 100 grams, the ratios are much more balanced. This means that when you taste the bar of crisps, you're getting a really good spread of crisps and chocolate together, which is some of the things that people always say about mine, that sometimes you get bits with too many crisps and some bits with no crisps. So with this, in every bite, you will get crisps. So I cannot wait for you guys to all try the manufactured bar, and I can't wait to get it out there.